Good morning, students. I am S.K. Tiwari, and today I am going to teach you class 6 mathematics of chapter 3, playing with numbers. Students, in earlier classes we have done the several activities related with the number system. In this class we will also do activities and find the points which we will study in this chapter. Students, in number we will see the types of classifications and multiples and factors of the numbers. These are the teaching points, and target is students will be learn and understand the prime and composite number, factor, and friends. In playing with numbers, you see one activity. Suppose Ramesh has 6 marbles with him. He wants to arrange them in rows in such a way that each row has the same number of marbles. He arranges them in the following ways, that is, one marble in each row, so number of rows will be each 6. So I can write the total number of marbles. 1 into 6 is equal to 6. Second, marbles in each row, that is 3. So total number of marbles will be 2 into 3, 6. 3 marbles in each row, number of rows will be 2. Total number of marbles will be 3 into 2 is equal to 6. He could not think of any arrangement in which that row had 4 marbles for 5 or the 5 marbles. So the only possible arrangement left was with all the 6 marbles in a row, that is number of rows is equal to 1. Total number of marbles 6 into 1, that is 6. So we can write 6 is equal to 1 into 6, 6 is equal to 2 into 3, 6 is equal to 3 into 2, and 6 is equal to 6 into 1. There are the ways by which we can write. So we find that 1, 2, 3 and 6 are exact divisors of 6, so they are called the factors of 6. So we can find the factors of numbers by dividing. You can see that is another example, that is 4. You have to find the factors and multiples. 4 is divided by 1, 4 is divided by 2, 4 is divided by 3, and 4 is divided by 4. On such conditions you can obtain quotient as 4, 2, 1 and 4. So this can be written 4 is equal to 1 into 4, 4 is equal to 2 into 2, and in the third case quotient is 1 and remainder is also 1. So we have to write in the another way, not exactly divides. So you see the fourth, that is quotient is 1 and remainder is 0, so 4 is equal to 4 into 1. And we can say that a factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. So students, we can find the factor by dividing the numbers, and after that you can write. You understand 1 is factor of every number. So 1 multiplied any number, we can get down that given number. So every number is factor of itself. Every factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number, and every factor we can say that it is less than or equal to the given numbers. So like this one, you find very easily every number is a multiple of itself, and we can find the factors of 68. So what you can write, 1 into 68, 4 into 17, 2 into 34, 17 into 4. There are 4 ways, so we can write that 1, 2, 4, 17 and 34 and 68 also. These are the factors of 68. Like the same, you can find the first 5 multiples of 6. So for first 5 multiples, what you can write? 6 into 1, that is 6. 6 into 2, 12. 6 into 3, 18. 6 into 4, 24. 6 into 5, 30. So these are the 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. These are the 5 multiples of 6. Prime and composite number. You see, prime and composite number, that is, you have to find the factors of the number, and after that we can see that a number other than 1 whose only factors are 1 and the number itself are called the prime numbers. And composite number, that means more than 2 factors, 1 itself and other factors also. This such type of number is called composite number. So by knowing this one, you can find the prime numbers and the composite numbers between the two given numbers. You can write very easily. Next is the test for the divisibility of the number. You can see 38 divisible by 2 by 4, and we can say that is divisible by 5. By actually dividing 38 by these numbers, we find that it is divisible by 2 but not by 4 and 5. So there are some rules. By knowing this one, very easily we can find that which one is divisible by any number. For this one, if a number has 0 in one place, then it is divisible by 10. So any number you can see, if 0 is in the last unit place, then it must be divisible by 10. Like the example 10, 100, you can write the 50, any number in which last digit is 0, so that number will be divided by 10. Another, you can see the number which has either 0 or 5 in its one place, it's divisible by 5. Like any number, you can write any number like 25, 35, 30, 20, 40. You can see the unit digits will be either 0 or 5. That number will be divisible by 5. Again, you can see any number is divisible by 2 if it has any of the digits, that is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. That means if in one place 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 is containing, that number will be divided by 2. Next, divisibility by 3, you can see if the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Like any number you can take. Suppose number is here, some example has given. So you can see the number, that is 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 6, 9, 5 plus 4, 9, 2 plus 1 plus 9, 12. That means sum of the digits, obviously in 2 plus 1 digits will be 21 or 12. In second cases, if it is 6, 3 plus 6, so either the 36 or the 63 number will be, and after that by getting the sum of the digits we can obtain as 9. Like 5 plus 4 digits will be either 54 or 45. 2 plus 1 plus 9, that is digits will be 219, either 291, so either 129. In every cases sum will be 2 plus 1 plus 9, 12, so it will be divided by 3. So it is very clear, students, if the sum of digits is a multiple of 3, then the number is divisible by 3. In divisibility of 6, you can see if a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then it is divisible by 6 also. Now the divisibility of 4, you can see if a number with 3 or more digit is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two digit 1 and 10 is divisible by 4. So, and another is the divisibility by 8. A number with 4 or more digits is divisible by 8 if the number formed by the last 3 digit is divisible by 8. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the number itself is divisible by 9. Find the difference between the sum of the digits at odd places from the right and the sum of the digits at even places. So, if the difference is either 0 or divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11. So, very easily we can find that which number is divisible by that given number, which already we have discussed. So, you can solve the questions very easily. You can solve. Next is the common factors and common multiples. Students, two numbers having only one as a common factor are called the co-prime numbers. Prime number, it is very clear, one in itself, which factors are one in itself. And if the numbers having only one as common factor in two prime numbers, then it is called co-prime number. So you can see that there are several pairs which are the co-prime numbers, and we can find by testing them, by finding them. So you can find the common factors of several numbers like the 75, 60 and 210. First of all, find the factors and write all the common factors. This will be common factors of the given number 75, 60 and 210. It will be 1, 3, 5 and 15. Like the same, you can find the common factors of the given numbers, and very easily you can solve the exercise 3.4. Some more divisibility of rules, and we can say if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their products also. So students, very clear it is to you that number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it must be divisible by their product also. So their product will be also divided by that number. So two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. This is also one property. And next is, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. Next is the prime factorization. So any factorization, factor you know, and prime means only you have to find the prime factors. So there are several ways by which already we have the understand in previous classes, the factor tree method in class 5th. This will be utilized to find the prime factorization of the given numbers. You can find the prime factors and the factor tree also. And by knowing this one, you can solve the exercise 3.5. Next, students, very easily we can reach and solve the questions. Highest common factors, this is the point, that highest common factor, this is called the HCF of the given numbers. So highest common factor, HCF of two or more given numbers, is the highest or the greatest of their common factors. That is also, it is known as the greatest common divisor, GCD. So both is same, either HCF or GCD. If anywhere mentioned, you have to find the HCF. So you find the HCF. Next is the lowest common multiples, LCM. So the lowest common multiples, LCM of two or more given number, is the lowest or the smallest or the least of their common multiples. We know the multiples, after that we find the common multiples, and the minimum, the lowest value will be, that is the smallest, that it will be known as the lowest common multiples. So you can find the LCM also. Some problems of HCF and LCM. In daily life situations, you have to solve the questions related with the HCF and LCM. Very easily we can solve the HCF and LCM. Suppose one example I am discussing here. Two tankers contain 850 liters and 680 liters of kerosene oil respectively. Find the maximum capacity of a container which can measure the kerosene oil of both the tankers when used an exact number of times. The required container has to measure both the tankers in a way that the count is an exact number of times. So its capacity must be an exact divisor of the capacities of both the tankers. Moreover, the capacity should be maximum. Thus, the maximum capacity of such a container will be the HCF of 850 and 680. So you see, find the common factors, and these are 2, 5 and 17. So you multiply this one, 2 into 5 into 17, it should be 170. So 170 liters will be answer of these questions. Like this one, you can solve the several questions which is given in the NCERT. Either you have to find the LCM or the HCF, and by solving the exercise 3.7, I think you may feel problem. If you feel any kind of the problem, you discuss to me. I will solve all your doubts, problems and difficulties. I am remain in the classes. So students, let us start to solve the questions. Thank you.